أعزائي المشاهدين، أهلا وسهلا بكم من جديد مع برنامجكم الأسبوعي برنامج إماراتي. كما عودناكم في كل أسبوع نستضيف لكم خيرة من دولة الإمارات قصة نجاح أتتنا إلى الدولة منذ 21 عاما. Mr. Mohamed, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
We are so lucky to be here with you in your company. Our team said you welcome in our program.
أهلا وسهلا. Welcome to Rapid Solution.
And you would like to know about yourself. Who's Mr. Mohamed when he came to this country at the first time and what he's doing at this moment?
I'm Mohamed Saly, founder and CEO of Rapid Solutions. I came to UAE in the year 2002 as a young bachelor in mechanical engineering and came here to search for a job to start my career.
Let's talk about the young guy who still finished his education and coming to this country first time. How was your first day here?
The first day was nice when I came, traveled in a plane for the first time and came to a different country, and it was amazing to see the country and but then it was a struggle to find a job, and finally Alhamdulillah I got a job, and then from there on I started.
And how you reached to oil field, the procedure to reach to oil field?
So initially I started as a hydraulics engineer in a hydraulic company, and from there after working for a few years I tried to get into oil field companies, and I was so lucky to get into a company called Schlumberger where I started my career as a oil field engineer.
And is 5 years fair enough to start your own company in this country?
5 years was too much. But I started much early than 5 years. Yeah.
So 2007, we are talking about booming time that time, from 2002 until 2007. So it was very boom in this country.
Yeah.
After that, you mentioned that crisis come over the world and affect everything. Mm-hmm. What's happened to you that time?
As soon as we started the company in 2008, there was a crisis, but we were so lucky that the crisis didn't affect us, because the crisis was in the real estate sector, and in the oil field sector, the oil price was going up, and it came down as well. But in oil field, there was a lot of opportunities, and Alhamdulillah, we didn't have any effect on the crisis.
Rapid Solution Engineering, right? Mm-hmm. Let's talk about the activity what we have.
Rapid Solutions is into oil field equipment manufacturing. So our core business is to design and develop oil field equipments that are required by our customers, who are like oil field service companies. So starting from ADNOC Drilling, Schlumberger, Baker Hughes, Weatherford, Halliburton, these are a few to name, and they are very much interested in our equipments because we are delivering quality on time.
When we talk about oil field in Abu Dhabi, we are talking about the challenge that is so high, because Abu Dhabi have many people or businessmen invest in this field. How you can prove yourself in this market, or what the difference between your company and the other challenges? Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we are into manufacturing of niche equipments. We don't put our hands into a lot of competition. So we identify the requirement of the customers, wherein lot of people are not involved, and we take up a lot of challenging tasks. So we break our head to do the design, we break our head to do the manufacturing, and sometimes we lose on the first job, and then we try to improve and try to get profit on the next jobs. So all the jobs that we do are not commercially a success, but we get our satisfaction when these equipments are working and when our customers are happy.
We can say all your products 100% made in UAE.
Yeah, all our products are made in UAE, but of course we get raw materials from outside. So mostly 40 to 60% of our raw materials come from outside, depending on the equipments that we manufacture. The steel, we use a lot of steel for the fabrication of the skids and frames that are mostly procured locally.
When we talk business to business, it's more sensitive than business to end user. Mm-hmm. Because business to business, we need to build the relation more stronger. After sales services is so important. Mm-hmm. What about after sales services?
So we usually provide a warranty for our equipments and a guarantee to the customer that if even if it fails, we are there to give them support. So on paper, it's a warranty for 1 year after delivery. Even otherwise, if there is any problem for our customers, we are available 24/7 and we attend calls 24/7 and we try to extend our support 24/7. So, and that's one of the reason why we have a retaining customers and continuous customers.
When we talk about this field, so the peace and safe country always taking care about the safety. So the approval for civil defense is so important. So where you test it and how the approval you get it?
We follow the rules, what is to be followed, like any other companies. And there are like civil defense inspections and various authority inspections, the labor inspections that happen, and none of them have raised a red flag against us. Just because we follow the rules and we follow what is necessary and we provide what is necessary.
2019, the world starts the first shock for the world. Corona came and changed everything in our life. What Corona changed in your company?
Okay, so Corona, when it started in China in December, I think November 2019, we were thinking that it's like away from everywhere, and then in March, actually, there were like flight restrictions, and I was in Saudi in March, and the flight I came from Saudi was the last flight from Saudi. So when one of our team members were affected with Corona, we came to know that, okay, the COVID has come to our doorstep. That's the time when we realized the severity of COVID case, and we had to shut down the operation for 10 days. So during those 10 days, we started disinfection and sterilization of the entire facility. We moved all our people to our compound. So we set up accommodation for our people and food, and we started setting up everything for them so that any of our team members are not affected by COVID and they are not coming for the job.
Did you terminate anyone?
We didn't terminate anybody. We tried to keep all the people, and we had like contracts from 2019 which were continued in 2020 as well. So we didn't have any problem with the jobs. And when the jobs finished, we started like doing innovations and trying to keep people busy. So this 10 days affected us a lot in terms of financial loss. We had to spend almost 500,000 to set up, and then also to compensate for the salaries of the people who were not coming for the job. So in COVID, I think we did a good job in terms of protecting our people, and also we kept ourselves busy by doing innovations and trying to do more jobs.
Family of Mohamed have more than 120 employees. Right? So how did you choose these employees and how you build the relation with them more strongly?
Most of the employees, like the senior management people, were all chosen by me, and through relationship in terms of some of the employees that we have are from our customer side and some are from our supplier side, and some are the people with whom I worked when I was working in the oil field. And they have chosen their team, and also I have chosen a few people for them. Is through the relationship. Mostly we do like mouth to like word of mouth and trying to get people, and we trying to train them and then try to fit to our purpose.
Did you shift after Corona to online field or start to e-commerce way or no?
Our mode of operation doesn't cannot be like online. Like we have to be in the workshop, the people have to come to the workshop, and it's all mostly like physical job. Only the meetings can be like done online, and we also implemented a lot of online business related supports in terms of communicating to our customers. But our jobs are all in-house.
Oil field, it's not only Abu Dhabi, also Gulf have oil field. So what is your next plan?
Our plan for the recent future is to set up a business in Saudi and Oman. because Saudi is booming and Oman as well. There is like a lot of business in Oman compared to Saudi. It's less, but even then, we want to have our presence. At the moment, we have customers from Oman and Saudi for whom we are like serving from Abu Dhabi. But if we think that if we have presence there, we can improve in terms of revenue, we can have more revenue. And in couple of years time, we have plans to set up in Algeria as well. Yeah.
Also, only oil field or gas also you work?
We are into oil and gas. So most of our equipments are used in oil and gas. The customers are oil and gas. So there is not, it doesn't separate from oil and gas. It's together. So we are into mostly well site equipments which are drilled for taking either oil or gas or both.
Mr. Mohamed, how many hours are you working per day in this company?
I work 14 to 16 hours a day is quite normal for me. Yeah.
And your family, when you have time for them?
Actually, family, my wife is very supportive in terms of, she's also working and part of the business. And she takes care of my kids. I have 2 kids. My son is 13 years and my daughter is 11 years. And she takes care of the kids in terms of their education and taking them for their entertainment and everything she takes care of. Whenever I get time, I try to be part of them. And we mostly be together when we go out for travel. We go out of the country for travel. So that's the time when we get more time together.
Mr. Mohamed, UAE is a target for many people who finish their education or many investors coming from all out of this country. They are coming here to first time. So what's your first advice for them before they come?
So UAE is an amazing country with an amazing leadership wherein they have a very good vision and they are dedicated for their country. So in terms of business or in terms of getting a job in UAE is compared to other countries is easy in terms of setting up a business. The rules here are business friendly and they try to always support businesses. So UAE should be the first choice of anybody who wants to set up a business and run the business. Previously in other countries compared to UAE were tough. And that's one of the reasons why UAE has grown to this level in a short period of time. And I should appreciate the leadership and the vision of the leaders.
Sure. So the leaders also give us something, or the main concept we have in this country, that's the peace and safe country. We talk about or compare it with all the countries over the world. UAE number one is security. So what we will say for all these leaders and government for all this opportunity that we have?
First of all, I should thank the leaders of UAE who have given opportunities to all the people of the world. UAE is having residents more than the countries who are members of UN. So it should be something related to the vision of the leaders and the leadership. They are providing a lot of opportunities to people to come here and set up business and also to start working here and to earn their daily bread for their families. And UAE is very, very supportive in terms of family relationship and also the safety of the people who are living here. And I should bring the example of the COVID days when there was struggle in other parts of the world. UAE didn't face much of problems because of the challenges that the leaders took and tried to implement rules that were in favor of the residents here. During the COVID days, the UAE government provided a lot of support to the business for their sustainability. UAE government also reduced the license fees. That was a big relief for businesses like ours, wherein we had the opportunity to take advantage of having the reduction in the fees, and that we could utilize for other purposes to keep our employees working all the time.
And from our side, we will say thank you so much for spending your time with our team, and we'll come again in our program.
Thank you very much for coming and having me on board.
في كل إمارة تروح تسندك عقل وروح، بر ومدن وجبال، حاجة ترد الروح